Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Mr. Wright. Wow, that's a pretty bright light over there, isn't it? It's like the light is more balanced now. Hey, uh, this is today's dinner, turkey tacos. Yeah, I know you can hear me. I'm just over here. Hang on just a second, everybody. I got to get into the chat room. Yeah, I'm going to bring this over to David's Kitchen. Welcome to David's Kitchen. Do a smooth pan shot there. Out the window are the Olympic Mountains. Behind the curtain, it's dark right now. And my swim spot, where, yeah, amazingly have a wonderful swim spot, which I've managed to put in over the years with a brand new pump and two pumps for a total of getting close to $10,000. I know, I know, it's a lot of money. I started at six, and it kept needing things, and I managed to put together a really nice swim spot. And I recommend you do the same if you're trying to live and improve your daily life. Seriously, water is such a relaxing thing. Even if you have a hot bathtub, I would recommend it. Yeah, seriously. So let me get in the chat room. Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody today, so Sarah was working, so you're the first person I really had a chance to share with. Do the ATP show. There you go. Okay, and then we're going to get into Periscope tonight. I'm going to open up the Opera browser. And we are broadcasting on iVlog, but I'm not signed in there. So I'd have to go in the other room and sign in. So that affects where I am, but you can still see the show. Okay. So today we're going to be making a turkey taco mix with basically frozen turkey you can buy anywhere. I get these for $2, amazingly enough. Now I factored in a little bit more than that, $2.50, but then I found this for 80 cents. That's a pretty good deal considering, we're up to $3.30. 20 cents for an organic onion, $3.50. And I threw some celery in from, I'm gonna whatever. And then we have remember the diced hunt tomatoes that I picked up at the dollar store for 50 cents. Still have those, but I'm factoring in $1 for you, so you're up to $4.50, right? Yeah, it gets expensive. And then this one, I got this for $1 too. S&W organic, which is great. You can't even see me. Hang on. It's nice to be on camera, Dave. Yeah, taking a picture of the yard back there. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. Let me get the broadcast. I got to move this hand. So we're up to $5.50 so far. Oh, and then the taco kit, $6.57. We got this for $1 at a bargain store. It's 12 tacos in it, organic. It was at a grocery outlet we picked up for $1, but I factored in $1.50 and I really recommend organic whenever possible when it comes to corn tortillas, and specifically organic non-GMO. Now, as you know, I'm probably one of the only people out there that talk about that stuff. Non-GMO, you can barely see it there. But when you see that on the label, it's really important because corn is one of the most genetically modified things out there, and the genetically modified corn should not be in our diet. Even rats would need it. Okay, ATP cooking show. There we go. 5G pandemic. Ooh, tech. That'll work. Let's see what the date is here. 1/7/2021. All right. I put commas in. Right. There we go. And we're going live now on Periscope. Welcome. All right. So you're really into the free love aspect of the intro theme I have. That's great. That's nice to know. I'm just not into it. I did it because it happened to be a free opportunity to. We're having a problem getting into chat. What's going on here? Well, let's be clear. Good evening, sir. True Blue 2018, our last psychic win. 1 out of 52 chances of getting a card. He picked the 10 of spades. And you are the Mr. Psychic for the moment. But he abstained from our last effort, which I was closest at. So you'll have to get back in the running. I skipped last night because it was so distressing, the whole thing. I don't know. I've never been into anything really. Well, back in the early 80s, before AIDS, we're talking 1980, because we found out about AIDS in 81, I think it was. Yeah, that was kind of a turning point in my life. I said, I'm not gonna go party and hit the bars or anything. It's just not really something I'd want to do. Okay, so cut the onion, Dave. Yeah, welcome, guys. If you want to get my link, here is my broadcast. Wait a second, that's not the broadcast. Yeah, you got burned again? Wow, bummer. Cut the onion, Dave. Wow. Yeah, welcome, guys. If you want to get my link, okay, here's the link. You would have won last night? You got burned again? Oh, I'm sorry. You mean you thought, so basically when I say guess something, I should always shuffle first. I agree. I totally feel bad about that, Dark Engine. And believe me, we're not keeping score here. Okay. I agree with you though. Whenever I ask people what the card is, I'm gonna do it after I shuffle. Thank you. Thanks for correcting me on that. Yeah. And I'll make sure there's a time period there for people to respond. And yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to get this taco kit off the ground here, starting with the onion. And we move this a little over here. Yes, I have the burning light of Xeon behind me. Not Xeno, no. Okay, so you want to make sure you have a little cut in the beginning. Sometimes if you can't get into an onion, I go into it with a tip, like right here, and then kind of roll it into it, and then go like that. And you absolutely need a chopping knife as good as this. If you get the thin stainless steel ones without the curl blade, they're not nearly as good. You want to look for the curled blade. It's called a French curl, and it's perhaps the best way to, and it's got to have a little weight to it. So the cheap stainless steel ones are just not quite, God, I had to throw away a knife the other day because it was just terrible. It was some old knife we had in the house. And how do I safely dispose of this knife, Because it was just falling apart from the old days. This is just not, I can do better. There we go. Right. I keep pushing it away from myself. All right, whatever. We're having problems. Why don't I just bring that closer? Make an adjustment. Whoa, ceiling. Hey, how do you like my ceiling? Nice ceiling, Dave. Wonder if that would work. Of course, it may just fall in the water, which wouldn't be good. Yeah, I put a little water in the sinks. Hot water, see this? I put hot water in the sinks, and it's designed, whoa! It's designed to heat the kitchen. Isn't that a clever idea? Yeah, you're clever, Dave. This has a different perspective. This has the camera in it. It's almost better. No, it sucks. All right, we're going to go back to this perspective. Thank you. See how fun the technology of online broadcasting is so fun. And now we have to move this way over here. I think it's the angle. There we go. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So we're taking this onion and kind of peeling it here. And it's super simple as long as you have nails. Now, if you're so worried right now that the whole world's collapsing and you don't have any nails left and your fingers are bleeding, it's best you shouldn't cook or wear rubber gloves because some people bite their nails down to their bleeding, when they're bleeding. I'm serious. Oh, yeah. You don't want to bite your nails for one. But if you don't have any nails, you can't peel an onion, so peeling an onion with rubber gloves and a knife might be a little difficult. So let's go ahead and cut this onion expeditiously. What I do is I always just kind of put my hand over there you go. I just kind of go like that. Very safe, no threat of getting hurt. And then dice it about a 1/4 inch thick like that. And I never usually cook with the very base of the thing. It's a little harsh if somebody gets it in their mouth and starts gagging. Because it gets a little bit stronger toward the base. And that's where the onion smell comes up and gets you. I'm going to turn the burner on to level 3 in the back. Get that going. I'm going to put this back in the freezer. We're not going to use this today, but this is typically what you can buy for about $2 if you look around. Organic, non-GMO, corn tortillas. That'll make 10. This has got 12 in the box. Now, this thing was really an amazing deal. I said, wow, look, same great product. And it's got these things pre-made in here. And it comes with all this extra seasoning you can store for your survival center. Isn't that nice? Now, this is very salty stuff. The salt content is huge. So if I do open a package of this, I'd only use one of those packages. So I'm just going to use the red sauce, not this part, because this is really salty. The salt content is 6 servings at 620. No, yeah, 6 servings at 620 milligrams. So we're looking at 3,600 milligrams, which is double what anybody ever want to serve. So I am going to keep it for posterity. I put it in my survival center. Now I've been picking up these things at the store. Hang on. I was at Safeway yesterday, and I saw this for like five of these organic pre-made brown rices for $5. No, it was like 3 for $5. They were $1.67 a piece, but they're already pre-made brown rices. Now you can use that if you want to add rice to this dish, if you want to spread it out. But I'm going to go with just the beans and the meat and the tomatoes. So yeah, it seems like a better combo. But I call this flex cooking. So if you're going in the direction of, at this point with all these ingredients, if you're going in the direction of a pasta, you could actually put macaroni in this and make a goulash. Okay? If you're going the direction of a rice dish, you could just serve rice pilaf with turkey in it. But I'm going in the direction of a taco dinner that I could store in the refrigerator and pull tacos out when I need it and like reheat them individually. So essentially get the food cooking on the stove or zap in the microwave if you really want to use a microwave. And that gets it really nice in about a minute from a refrigerator. So all that's possible. All right, let's Get those onions in the plate. There we go. Well, I was just cooking tortillas last night. Let me make sure we're good here. Yeah, yeah. It's the oil, same oil I had the tortillas in, so I think we're good. Not a big deal. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and throw the onions right on there. But I'm gonna put a little oil down, and I put about a tablespoon of oil. I'm sorry, did I say a tablespoon? I meant a teaspoon. No more than a teaspoon. My faucet was dripping on me. Yeah, this camera keeps having to readjust. There we go. Hear those jets? I hear those all day now. I never heard them when I was younger. Did I say when I was young? I'm sorry. When I was younger. I'm going to put that in the pan. Never heard that when I was younger. When we moved here 25 years ago, believe it or not, we only had flights like 3 times a week, and only a couple. Now it's every day, 30 times a day. Thanks to, the Democrats, ironically, in my area. They really want more weapons of mass destruction. I don't know why, they just do. I guess that's all about asking the question why. Hey, I learned a great trick from Bonham. Yeah, Bonham's been a really interesting person. He's the guy that does the lava lamp in our show. And let me take the camera with me up here. And no sense washing the pan. Yeah, there's no point in why. It's had oil in it. Why waste the water? Bonham said that if you put this ball of the green pepper in 2 inches above it, dirt, in a nice soft dirt loam area, rich and... Oh, I didn't hit the sunset. Hang on. Here's the Periscope link. Yeah, he said put it in 2 inches and leave the ball intact. Now, I've been pulling these things off, wondering, maybe I can't, I can never get them to grow, right? Just leave the ball intact and it'll grow a plant right above it. If it's warm, kept warm. He said even take it in at night if it's germinating in the sun. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, good tip. He's the lava lamp guy. He's from Australia. So I will plant that later. I'm going to plant it for sure. I'm going to put it in David's kitchen over here. Maybe I'll set it right there. There we go. Check this rock out. This is the coolest rock. Can you see it there? It's amazing. It's multicolored. I've just never seen anything like it. It's from the ground. It's from Earth, and it's like a rainbow of colors. It's fascinating, with an amazing tip. Ooh, the energy's like really powerful, dude. But yeah, I've never seen a rock like that. I thought that would be the coolest rock to have in the kitchen. Considering we have a website, I have a website called Cool Rock. Okay, so you're going to throw a little bit of Italian seasoning down. About a tablespoon. Yeah, it's kind of a thick mash. There you go. Teaspoon, tablespoon. Tablespoon is twice a teaspoon, so it's your choice, really. It depends on how many people you have cooking in there. And we'll continue cutting the peppers. Cooking, living, spending time. I almost should do the ASMR shows on Twitch, because they love this stuff where they hear the sound of the chopping block cutting the green pepper, that kind of thing. Get the sound of the chopping block cutting up the peppers. Whoa, and keep your fingers down when you do it. Hold your fingers down, boy. Hold your fingers down. Yeah, you don't want to get your fingers under the knife, because then it'll cut your fingers off. It's that sharp. And I use the tip as a rocking point. See that? Very effective. Love it. Okay, so we're going to throw that in there with the onions. you're not going to get a big simmer going yet. We're just going to kind of glaze the vegetables. And with the celery, I'm just getting rid of some old organic celery I had. I don't really need celery in the dish, but it does kind of add a salty dimension. That's as opposed to salt from the package, which is a lot of salt. Celery has a little bit of salt. I know some people don't like celery, but this is organic, and this is really good stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, fantastic tasting celery. I got this at Safeway. I think it's the O brand. No, this one's called Foxy. Foxy is an organic brand. I think it's out of California. Okay, we're going to cut those. I like to cut them in half a little bit. And again, you want this stuff about 1/4 inch. You don't have to go real tight on the dice. Just 1/4 inch is good. Keeping your fingers down. Let me move this over here. Hang on. Yeah, Safeway's a big operation. It's run by Cerberus. Yeah, the original Safeway was the one that I did my Safeway general manager I met, and he started the organic business, and then Cerberus bought it up. But they've got a really established organic production company. Cerberus does. And I like their, it's the weirdest thing. I like the cheese products they make, the Lucerne cheese products out of California. I mean, the cream cheese is really good. And I actually saw their operation on video, and it looked incredibly clean. Like they were really a clean operation. I was impressed. They took pride in their quality of their products and everything. But the part that I didn't, I just don't like the milk flavor. It just doesn't taste quite like the stuff I buy up here. This is grown outdoors, not in stalls with milkers. And I always try to buy things that are without PBST, but I know some of the Lucerne products aren't. But the cream cheese is really good. The non-fat yogurt is good too. Very stable product. It doesn't break down. Some of these yogurts will get soupy, and it just seems like it's got stability. All right, celery goes in, but I do want to put kind of something hot down. So I'm going to grab that Ethiopian berberry Ethiopian seasoning that I've been using. Now you can use hot sauce. That would be highly recommended. I don't have any Patty LaBelle left. I should have got that out. But I've got some green Tabasco sauce here. Extra 50% off. Look at that. I even saved on that. I think I'm going to open it up. It's time. Yeah, I've checked it out. It does not have any dye in it. That was my big concern. Jalapeno is the color. Yeah, there's no dye in it. It says distilled vinegar, jalapeno pepper, water, salt, cornstarch, xanthium gum, ascorbic acid to preserve freshness. So, yeah, that looks like something I might use too, to give it that extra zest. Or I could just use this. I think I'm going to pass on opening this right now. I'm just going to use that red sauce and taste it and see how hot it is and how salty it is. Because sometimes they put a little stuff in that. I think I'm going to wait on the green Tabasco, but I am going to put a little Ethiopian down. Sorry for the noise. It did a little, yeah, it kind of got stiff on me. Hang on. Take the bottom of a fork and just kind of stir it around there. That's your best bet. Nice. And then put it in the dish. Okay, now it'll flow. Just a little shake. That stuff is really strong. It's got cayenne and cinnamon. Yeah, it's got cayenne, cardamom, allspice, ginger, roasted garlic, paprika, and cayenne. Hungarian sweet paprika too. Really interesting taste. It's Ethiopian. All right, we're going to put this in here, the celery. Kind of spread it around. And you can give everything a little stir. Level 3 is perfect for getting things started. You're not scorching anything. Basically low on a gas range. I'm going to get a paper towel. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, we're kind of reaching that point where I'm going to put the burger or the ground beef, ground turkey in. Now this could be ground beef, it could be ground chicken, it could be ground whatever, ground pork even. But we're going to go ground turkey because it is the best deal in the market right now. $2 to $3 for these things, roughly. And I don't know, I cook with the grease in. Sometimes people drain the grease. There's not that much grease in turkey. There is with pork, but not with turkey. So you're getting more meat per value. See, you hear the constant hum of the jets? Oh, it's terrible. It's like constant. It's like, oh yeah, great, hum. We put a new roof on last year, and it was really beneficial. We saved a lot of noise with the new roofing. That helped a lot. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put the turkey right on top of the whole dish. And I like to put a little pepper on it. So, yeah, I have this pepper container. I'm going to just squeeze it right out like that. And it gets all the meat out. Yeah, I like standing water because it keeps the room a little warmer. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a little pepper and a little bit of garlic powder on it. Just lightly. Because we're going to press it in. Garlic powder. This is a great product. If you haven't bought it, it's Wild Harvest makes it. It's at Walmart. They sell organic herbs at Walmart, of all places. And I'm going to put a little cumin on there too. Cumin is a really good herb for flavor, taste, spice. And again, chili powder is, of course, something you might want to use, but again, be cautious. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a spatula. I'll show you. Just kind of press into it like that. There you go. Okay, it's really nothing right now. So you want to start it up and take it up to level 6 now. Whoa. Was that a foot shot or not? Almost. Almost a foot shot. We had 2 foot shots in the past couple shows. I made sure I got my pedicure before I did it. So I said, oh yes, please get my pedicure here. I should do that before my cooking show. So my staff came by and gave me a pedicure prior. Would that be funny? Now, someone said, and I can't verify it, that I have a foot fetish. I don't. So I'm on the record with, I don't have a foot fetish. You might, but I don't. Ah, yes, the juice. the packet of juice. What to do with that? Well, I'm going to wait a little bit on that because my level 6 has to get hotter. And one way to accelerate the level 6 to get hotter is to splash a little water in there. That's it. Okay, now you're going to cook a little faster. Okay. And I call that a steam fry. So we'll just let that heat up, and I'm going to open up these 2 cans here. Yes, we are on the age of robotism, and the robotics world that has arrived will be rather interesting. I call it robotism because it's really it's an unnecessary thing, really, in my opinion. Well, I think technology is creating a force of its own, and that's a problem, an unethical force. And I think we pushed the envelope on what we should do and what we shouldn't do without discourse and discussion. There's no peer-reviewed studies done on any of these automation systems that are being put in, like the neural implants, RFID chips in our body, and nanotechnology injected in our blood cells. I think we should talk about that. I think we should all have a discussion. There was a thing a long time ago called democracy, but now it's turned into technocracy, where they just want to stick needles in us and inject us and make us part of the Borg. I think we need to use democracy right now to kind of put the brakes on this technology revolution that's happening. You know, David could be making an ice cream. Tom would say the word, throw an egg in it, Dave. Exactly. Dark Engine made a good point. Tom, you've been consistently uninteresting. So you're going to have to step it up with creativity, Tom. We don't like repeat chat here. That's the important thing. Hey, now is the time for us to drop that tomato and the beans in there. You know, the beans are all organic, so I'm just going to throw the whole can in there. Right on top of the turkey. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to throw the tomatoes in there. Okay, keep it a high level of level 6. I haven't added a lot of my spices, but I'm going to probably want to add more. So we'll see. Okay, so a little healthy tip for those of you who like to put things down the drain. If you take things like that and put them down the drain, that food is not digested. It's just regular. It's not. We have a septic system, so we can't really do that. But man, I'm telling you, just the other day I had literally a massive problem. There's my compost heap. Yeah, the drain was like clogged up, and I was like, okay, I gotta have to keep an eye on this thing. So without using Drano, I used vinegar and things like that to open up the drain. But I thought, well, I better run hot water through here, on a regular basis. So, whenever you have a big meal, you might want to run hot water through your drains with a little bit of natural soap. Because I was surprised. I can't get into the deep part of the drain without a Roto-Rooter system. And I really don't want to get Roto-Rooter, although they have a good product. So, healthy tip, don't let, keep water running, keep hot water running through your hot system. It helps your drains stay clean. Okay, I guess we're getting there. Level 6 coming along. The nice thing about these pre-made tacos is they're pre-made. You don't have to do anything with them. All that energy of, constantly, you can heat them in a bake oven, a toaster oven, if you want to prepare them. But all that preparation is so much easier. Just put them boom, 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 and you're done. So I have a taco holder I'm going to go get. Make sure it's all dusted off. There it is. So that'll be nice, you know. Oh, I forgot to put this in the compost heap. Let me do that. We'll put the tacos on there to load them up 4 at a time. This way you get the idea. I mean, you can literally serve a whole wrecking crew out of this pan once you get it all worked out. Okay, we got the wrecking crew over here. We're all coming in for tacos. It will be no problem serving those people this meal, and it's fairly easy to make. So 12 people could easily have one bite to eat, you know. And that's the nice thing about people is, you know, they like the aesthetics of eating. Robots don't care. Robots don't give a crap about the quality of food. You can't even teach a robot, oh, that's a really nice Pinot Noir wine. I think I'll smell the bouquet. I mean, it can go through the motions, but it can't possibly understand what it means to drink the Pinot Noir. You know what I'm saying? That's if I were a robot, which I'm not. Clearly. This pro-robot people think I'm a robot. It's ridiculous. We don't add eggs to anything except maybe you're on top of your head, Tom. Like crack it right there and put it in your hair. It's really good for your hair. Eggs have a very restorative value. If you want to have more body in your hair, you may want to just crack an egg on your head. Yeah. So this is a ghost cactus. Isn't that cool? And this one was a lovely gift from one of Sarah's students that she just said, yeah, run it in the sun. You know, we got a sunny window here. Anyway, I really love gardens. I probably would have a greenhouse, you know, next to my kitchen, but this is good enough. I am not a replicant with hairpiece. Okay, I got to get level here. Hang on. I'm adjusting there we go. Okay, now is the time to break that turkey up. You ready? It's kind of been cooking it like a loaf there. Go in there and now start moving it up. Just start jabbing it with a spatula. There you go. And turn the spatula around too. Okay, that meat is not nearly cooked. It's like way undercooked right now. I just opened up the center of it. So what you want to do is take the sides and rotate them up, on, and push the center down. Nice. And this type of a mix should keep the water down to a minimum. But if you run into a situation where you have too much water, see how I'm pressing this down? I'll probably drain that off the top so it gets a little drier mash. Now you're going to put your red sauce in there. Beautiful. Hey, I like how it just squirts right out. It's kind of cool. Okay. Try to keep any plastic waste from entering your food item. Like you don't want to leave the end piece in the food. That would be really bad. All right, and then give it another twist. Yeah, I think Tom might have a point though. It might need a thickener. It may need an egg. So in this case, Tom might be right. In this particular instance, Tom might be correct. Yeah, so we have coffee makers over here and stuff like that. We got a Keurig and a Mr. Coffee. Somebody said, how do you make your coffee, Dave? Well, Mr. Coffee helps me every day. And the Keurig is great because you get your special tasting. Like I like hazelnuts on occasion, although it's artificially flavored. So I'll get a hazelnut, to change my day. Oh, I'm so glad. Welcome, fellow high IQ person. Nanu Nanu. Turkey tacos, 7 for 12. Well, I have the unique uh, physical presence of looking like my favorite Martian. So, although I'm a lot taller, although with genetic mutations, my favorite Martian, he could have had a son, right? I could be my favorite Martian Junior. That would be kind of a cool. We are being blocked. Hold on, please. Access file. I don't know why they're DDoSing me. All I talked about was a peer review of nanoparticles and neural uplinks. I mean, it's not like a big deal. Okay, we're going back on live. Hang on. We are being attacked. Okay, welcome all to the show. Everyone who's very disappointed that Donald Trump has squirmed out of the position he was in before. Many of you were watching the movement of Donald Trump squirming around yesterday, acting like he was, oh, you can go home now, everyone. Everyone drove like thousands of miles. No, everyone can go home now. We love you. I mean, it was weird. It was like Mr. Rogers, but with Donald Trump's face. Okay, we are at boiling point. Okay, now you're here. You got the bubble going. Take a look. Boom, look at that. Now that's way too much fluid, right? That is just way too much fluid. That can't go in a taco. So what are you going to do? There's nothing to do but make grits. Thank God I've got my Y2K grits supply left here. Okay, we're going to put a pan in the front here. One moment, please. Let me wipe off the grill a little bit. I'm going to turn the front burner up to level 5. I'm going to get that nice and hot while that simmers down. I'm just going to let that simmer at level 6. Yeah, it's got a nice boil going. The important thing is the turkey gets cooked. And you meld the ingredients. But there's not a lot of redness in this thing, so one of the things I can do with all that flavor and all that food value is put it in here on a little bit of hot oil or a hot butter. So I'm going to grab a little butter. If you watch that clip in slow motion, you'll see I caught the butter midair. That's how fast my reaction time is. Throw the butter in here like that, in the smaller pan as it heats up. Yeah, this stuff is from Y2K. Sarah and I met in 1998 and bought this stuff. And it's still good corn, and it's pre-GMO. It's fantastic. All right. So that'll be a little extra treat. I put a little grits in there. Except it won't be done until later. It has to sit. Grits have to sit on a very warm stove. Not too hot and kind of like meld out. But all that juice that's in there right there, will go in this pan. I'm going to put the grits down on top of the oil. I'm going to get the oil nice and hot. See that? See that? The grits go right on top. Okay, that's about enough just to fill the base of a pan. The grits that keep on gritting. Okay, now you take this pan right here and just kind of drain it into the other one. All right. It's still got a boil going there. Look at the grits are still boiling. Yeah, really drain it good. Okay, that's good. And put it on the stove and then turn that burner down, leaving this front burner on full value at 5. Take the fork, kind of mix it around like that. Gauge how many grits you have in there and see if you need some more, which I kind of do. The grits have about a 1-to-3 ratio, or 1-to-2 ratio. 1 part grits, 2 parts water or liquid. So as long as you can see them in the water, they'll mix up and be perfect on a slow cook. See that? Yeah, they're gonna blow out and then be much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a top on that. I'm gonna turn it down to a low flame. In fact, melt. Okay, that'll be part of the tacos later, but the rear is off. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the tacos. So yeah, that can just simmer, no problem, nice and warm. And I'm just going to pull 4 tacos out and show you how easy it is to make these things. It's weird. It's like wax paper. Interesting. What if there's a use for that? Okay. I'm not sure if I can ever use that wax paper, but yeah, I see how easy this is. Super simple. Now, some people like cheese on top of these things, and you can have some grated cheese that you can put on top of that. Perfectly okay. The nice thing about this dinner is that you can actually store it for later. And, you know, you can keep these in the cupboard. You don't even have to refrigerate them. And just use them later. So, you know, you got a box of corn tortillas whenever you need them. Easy peasy. All right. Get a bigger platter for that. Okay. We'll put that in there if we have any spillover. Okay, I like to get a kind of a spatula that has a has some sort of a pass-through area, and you'll still have some moisture in there to kind of move around with, but you don't have a lot of moisture. Okay, I'm going to try and taste this ingredient before I do anything with it. And I'll decide what I'm going to do with this. Yeah. It's the right kind of heat. Okay, now we're going to need some lettuce. A real simple fix for a lettuce is if you buy this bag of coleslaw, it's usually very cheap. You just put a little coleslaw on the top. It's very simple. So technically you'd want to put the meat down and then a little coleslaw on top. So let's try that. And yeah, I probably would do a little more taco sauce. See that nice taco there? Perfect. And it sets really nice in there. These will actually steam up. You want to put a mixture of all the vegetables, a little bit of the beans. These will steam up, so you may want to, put a cover over them. And they'll be soft tacos by the time they're steamed up. But yeah, I would say one of the things that I would do with this dish right now is put like some sauce, some red sauce, more red sauce on it. So at this point, you could add a little taco sauce to it. But I'm good. I don't care. I'm pretty low taco sauce kind of person. I wouldn't put ketchup on there. No, that would ruin it. Because I'm going to cover the meat dish up. See how much more we have in there. It's almost unbelievable. I'm just going to take a little coleslaw right here, and it's super easy to work with this stuff. And it has a longevity in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, much longer than lettuce. So when you take your coleslaw like this, you wrap the package, get the air out of it, and put a little thing over it like that. It lasts at least 2 or 3 times longer than lettuce does in the refrigerator. Get a little rinse on that. I am going to use a little bit of, I've got a slice of, 1 slice of cheese is really all I need. I've got some nice Colby cheese here. Okay. And then just take the cheese like this and put it right there like this over each piece. And that'll melt right in. And if you have to microwave this later, it's okay to microwave a little cabbage. Now the cabbage is optional. You don't have to go there, but it does add a little roughage to their meal. This is a very affordable way of feeding a lot of people. And you can have these set up on racks like this. You can buy the racks if you happen to cook with a lot of people. No, that won't fit. I was trying to make a hood for it. I got something. All right. We'll take any extra that we have here and put it back in the dish. Now what I'm going to do with this dish, seeing this is flex cooking, hang on. That's weird. Yeah, I just want to have one. It's strange. I'll be darned. Yeah, I don't have a, sorry, I got a little tied up there. I bought some tomato sauce recently and I just don't know what I did with them. Huh. Strange. Okay, so this dish can be covered up like that. This dish is warming right now on the stove. And what you want to do is take it and shake it around like this. Give it a stir. You get a different stirring rod. Make sure it doesn't stick. And I use stainless steel, so you know you're really best off there. See, this is about the right consistency. See that? That's the grits. Now I was going to add a can of tomato sauce to it and make a spaghetti sauce out of it. But you can certainly go in that direction, or a goulash, you know, with the beans in it. But these grits look pretty good. I think I'm just going to turn them off. Look at that. I got them right off the bottom. Perfect timing. And they have adequate time to cook. Very nice. I'm just going to let it stop completely. Cover it up completely for steam, and then we're done. All right, that's it. Okay, dinner is served. 4 out of the 12 are here. You can serve those with taco sauce. They're great. That way people can add more taco sauce and not get overdosed on salt. We got many more in the dish here for stacking them. And you've got amazing couscous that's just going to, or excuse me, grits are just going to sit there and have fun with itself. All right, thanks for watching David's Kitchen. It's always special. I'll be back. Yeah, 45 minutes. Well, I'll be actually longer than that. I started at 5. It's a long one today. Okay, so thanks for coming in, everybody. Be back in just a bit in the other room. Start up the regular show. Take care.